Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's anything that I've learned about public speaking, it's to make the speech interactive. So let's just do that. By a show of hands, how many of you here have no experience prior to your major in university or your first job? I'd assume not many, since I'm all alone in a dark room speaking, so I'll tell you about myself and my story. I grew up in a small town north of Vietnam and was an ardent English major until I decided to give the STEM fields a shot in my university course. So here I am in the VinUniversity's College of Engineering and Computer Science. I've neglected most of my studies in the fields, so I'm having a hard time. Yesterday, I had when I was trying to study physics, there was this one video that my professor gave me about a guy doing experiments with gravity. Now, imagine, on one hand, I have a bowling ball. On the other is a feather. If I drop these two things at the same time, you'd imagine the bowling ball would hit the ground before the feather. Now, let's think again to NASA's vacuum chamber, where it essentially takes out all the air and do the experiment again. A bowling ball versus a feather. Now, if you drop these two things, one would suggest that the bowling ball would still hit the ground first because it's heavier, gravitational pull on the thing must be bigger, and therefore it has to hit the ground first. But what was fascinating to me is that both of these things hit the ground at the same exact time. Now, intuitively, how does that make sense? I'm not gonna waste your time by explaining that to you right now. You can look that up later. But this is just an example to one of the many mind tricks that the world does onto the human mind. So today, I'm here to talk to you about AI, how it's not the harbinger of doom that people make it out to be, and why you're not too worried about AI. Now, artificial intelligence, or AI, is a field of computer science where people try to mimic human intelligence by using machines. Now, that's a reasonable claim. That's a reasonable goal. But why has such an innocuous term developed such a malicious connotation that it has today? Well, think the media has not been much of a great help. Think about Skynet, Terminator. Think about iRobot. Just think about any sci-fi movies that involve artificial intelligence without it going rogue and trying to kill humans. This is the depiction of AI that we've seen in the media, but real-life AI is nowhere near that level. Now, what has also contributed to the public fear-mongering of people surrounding AI is the reality of the technology itself. The thought of our minds being replaced by machines, by circuits, ones and zeros, is simply too daunting of an imagination to some people. This is our wheel. The human mind is our wheel. We've grown attached to our minds, thinking that we are the number one thinkers of the world, of the universe, and therefore can't come to comprehend the age of AI. Well, the reality is AI is developing. Midjourney, ChatGPT, Stable Diffusion, Copilot, all of these things, they're taking over. I get it. It's the age of AI. But isn't all this rapid development something to be excited about? We are in the greatest age of human technological development in all times. And the best idea that you have is to sit around, cuddle up in your own bedroom, trying to lock it out and being all scared? This is the wheel that I'm trying to reinvent. The world is trying to reinvent. The field of scientific are all united in the development of AI. We're trying to create a general purpose artificial intelligence that doesn't try to kill humans, that doesn't overtake human in terms of everything and make everyone go out of work. We're trying to create artificial intelligence to change lives, to break new grounds, to see the type of place that the human mind can take us. Well, and that is ironically over, beyond the limits of the human mind. Anything that is in the world today is ordinary and is just a natural part of how things are. Anything that's invented between when you were 15 and 25 is new and exciting and should be and is worth being excited about. But everything that's invented after you're 35 is against the natural order of things. David Adams. He has made this almost axiomatic claim about how humans perceive change in technology and what the world does to our mind when something new comes out. There is no normal order of things. Before humans, there were monkeys. Before monkeys, we were fish. Fish! Embrace it. Understand that there will be change. And while exercising the necessary caution, go to your heart's extent with artificial intelligence. Use it, understand it, and accept it as the new order of things, not just something that you should be afraid of and you should be locking out. AI is here. The wheel is already rolling, and it is our time to jump on the wagon. Thank you for listening.